The Wuling Hong Guang Mini EV has been the world's best-selling mini electric car since its launch in July 2020, with half of its sales of 1.1 million units coming from China. It edges out Tesla's Model 3 as soon as it enters the market in January and February. Not a small feat for the relatively new hatchback. More than 36,000 of the tiny cars sold in January, compared to about 21,500 Model 3s, and the Hong Guang sold just over 20,000 units in February compared to just under 13,700 Tesla 3s. What makes EV Wuling so popular with many people? Welcome to Evolutionary. Watch the video until the end to see what you need to know about this Wuling Mini EV. Background. The Hong Guang Mini EV, locally known simply as Wuling, is produced through a joint venture between General Motors of the US and China's state-owned SAIC Motor. With an ownership stake of 50.1%, SAIC Motor is the largest partner. SAIC, one of China's largest automakers and the second largest by volume in 2021. This tiny car sells in China only for about $4,500. However, now you could get it for just $2,838 with monthly battery payment of $28/month. It's claimed to get 170 kilometers per charge and could reach a top speed of 100 kilometers per hour. The success of Wuling's Mini EV has led to Chinese producers quickly developing imitation cars, while Wuling itself is actively working on various versions of the vehicle, such as an upcoming cabriolet and a long-range model. What makes it very cheap? Luxury is relative when it comes to working with a vehicle as basic as the original Mini EV. In order to determine how the car could be produced so cheaply, Professor Masayoshi Yamamoto at Nagoya University disassembled a car that had been transported to Japan. Yamamoto found that most of the components were consumer grade and off the shelf rather than automotive grade. Therefore, the Mini EV is more likely to experience problems, but it will also cost less to fix them. More people may be astonished to learn that General Motors, with a 44% ownership stake in Wuling, is the second largest owner. However, GM and SAIC have been collaborating for 24 years. By selling Buicks in China exclusively and introducing Chevrolet there in 2005, China temporarily overtook the United States as GM's second largest single market in 2003. Available color options. The Macaron variant differs from the conventional Mini EV externally by offering a variety of quirky pastel hues. The model also comes in avocado green. On top of that, it is offered in lemon yellow and white peach pink. Given that the Mini EV has gained a cult following and that the Macaron is obviously targeted at the young and cool, the fact that the colors were created in conjunction with Pantone says it all. The car has white wheels and a white roof, and Macaron is written on the black insert on the driver's side rear pillar. The Macaron's interior features accents around the controls and door pull inlays that match the exterior color. These have only 3 dials for climate control and a tiny LCD screen for the radio, making them incredibly basic. Additionally, there are 2 USB-type connectors that you can use to charge a device or play music. The instrument panel has a full-color digital screen, which may be a design decision reflecting the low cost of display components. This screen displays the Mini EV in stylish 3D and provides basic data like speed, range, and electricity usage. The screen also displays the reversing camera that is added to the Macaron edition. Room for 4 people. Arguably the most surprising aspect of the Mini EV is its ability to accommodate 4 passengers. The car is only a little over 3 meters long after all. Having said that, it's not exactly pleasant to cram you into the back seats. However, the Mini EV is actually taller than its width, so headroom is adequate. There are ISOFIX child seat adapters as well, and the seats are ideally suited for kids because adults can't use the true headrest, which makes long trips uncomfortable. There is a hatch at the back, but there isn't really a trunk. The area could possibly accommodate something very thin, but the bottom is already occupied by charging cables. However, if you need to transport anything other than people, the rear seats can be separately pushed down and pulled up with a strap. The EV can accommodate 741 liters of space in this configuration. It's not surprising that the materials are utilitarian given how basic the cabin is. There are hard plastics all over, and the screw holding the door handle insert to the door is visible. One of the important safety features added to the Macaron over the basic Mini EV is an airbag that is now standard for the driver. Driving performance. The Mini EV's small size makes weaving in and out of traffic extremely enjoyable. The steering, however, is typically inaccurate. It cannot be stated to be the same. Above 50 kilometers per hour, you find yourself having to resist the car's propensity to travel straight. Additionally, due to the inadequate padding of the seats and the narrow wheels, you can feel every pothole. Besides the inadequate padding, the electric motor's unique whim may be heard. Given the low price, the car's noise insulation is not very good. Fortunately, this never becomes a major issue as the Mini EV is unlikely to ever reach speeds much higher than 80 kilometers per hour. Unexpectedly, the EV has a selector button that toggles between eco and sport modes that is concealed below the steering wheel. An electric motor producing 20 kilowatt and 85 newton meters of torque drives the rear wheels. Sport appears to be the superior option, offering not only marginally more intelligent acceleration but also more obvious braking regeneration. Since the automobile weighs barely 700 kilograms, one-pedal driving is not really an option because it simply slows down too slowly. Wuling is secretive about acceleration numbers, but because the car is electric and has instantaneous torque, it doesn't go too slowly through town. There are two battery pack sizes available, 9.3 kilowatt hour and 13.8 kilowatt hour, which according to the already generous NEDC standard are good for ranges of 120 kilometers and 170 kilometers respectively. The smaller battery requires 6.5 hours to fully charge on a 220 volt power, while the larger battery pack requires a full 9 hours. Mini EV assembled in Vietnam. There is news that Vietnam will begin to build and market the Wuling Hong Guang Mini EV this year, in accordance with a contract signed between TMT Motors Corporation of Vietnam and SGMW, a partnership between General Motors and SAIC. They will assemble and market the vehicle at its factory in the northern province of Hong Guang. All that being said, the Wuling Mini EV is highly preferred for its affordability, efficiency, and practicality. It is an attractive option for budget-conscious consumers. So what's your review on this Mini EV? Would you like to buy one? Or you can share your experience having this EV in the comments section below. Don't forget to give a like and subscribe to our channel for updates weekly.